probably seen a lot of pink ribbons and promotions about breast cancer this month. But how much do you really know about this form of cancer? News 4's Jackie Walker has some things she learned. Jackie?
Well, it's been 1 year since I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I'm happy to say that I'm now cancer-free. I've learned a lot about breast cancer over this past year. But tonight, during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, here are a few things I've learned that may be helpful to you and your family.
You've seen waves of pink during October because more than 230,000 Americans will be diagnosed with invasive breast cancer this year alone. And each of them will tell you breast cancer changes your life.
When you hear those words, your life all of a sudden becomes something completely different than 5 minutes ago.
I heard a voice clear as day say, "You have cancer, and it is going to be okay."
It was like everything was in slow motion. It sounded like the doctor was saying, wah, 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 wah.
Every breast cancer survivor will tell you life is different now. Averill Anderson makes more time for her large family and has challenged herself with things like ziplining.
I worked hard, so hard all my life, and never did a lot of things for myself. But I'm going to do that now.
Episcopal priest Kathy Dempsey Sims doesn't sweat the small stuff anymore.
The stuff that used to just make me crazy still makes me crazy, but for maybe a nanosecond as opposed to, 5 years.
And Mary Rose McDermott lives for now.
Do what you want to do, have fun, enjoy your family, whatever that is, but that, sometimes you don't have years down the road to do those things.
These women have all traveled the breast cancer road, but their journeys are very different because all breast cancer is not the same. Experts will tell you it's all about the tissue sample and that closer look in the lab.
Usually the definitive answer comes with tissue diagnosis, so the pathologist will give us the most important information.
Your pathology report is specific to you and determines your treatment.
Dr. Ermelinda Bonaccio is head of mammography at Roswell Park. She sees the differences in breast cancers.
It is actually a very heterogeneous disease, and the more that we learn about it, the more we can target treatment so that we can maximize the benefits of the treatment.
And that means all breast cancer treatment is not the same. Lumpectomy, mastectomy, chemotherapy, radiation, hormone-blocking medication. A patient can expect to have some combination of these treatments.
Is the tumor stimulated by estrogen and progesterone production in the patient? Is it responsive to Herceptin? What genetics does the tumor have that predicts what type of treatment it's going to be most responsive to?
Genetic testing and personalized medicine have been game changers. But what hasn't changed is that all breast cancer patients need support, and a breast cancer diagnosis can bring out the best in people.
My church, my close friends, my neighbors on my block. Oh my God, my neighbors were so wonderful to me.
I had someone who was really just an acquaintance. Every single week, through the entire time of my treatment, she sent me a card.
It doesn't take much to make a casserole or make a meal or just drop in for a brief visit.
And your support for a cancer patient is more important than you might think because you can actually be part of their treatment.
I find that people who have support of loved ones, whether it's friends, family, people from church, they do better. They just do much better.
Now, every breast cancer survivor I've talked to says it is not helpful during treatment to hear about your relative who died because of breast cancer, and those conversations happen more often than you might think. But what is appreciated above all are prayers and good wishes, and that kind of support can make a world of difference.